and welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is one of those relaxing day and I'm gonna just show you guys how to do your own manicure from the comfort of your own home. Actually, it's so cheap. Ever since I discovered how easy it is to do a manicure, I've just been addicted. So I do wear press-on nails for the most part, just to give you an insight of my nails. I don't paint my nails. The only time I've ever painted my nails is to do a top coat, and the reason why is because I wear these press-on nails, so I don't really paint my nails, but I do care to have a beautiful manicure, especially during the summertime. And we don't realize that we use a lot of our hands to talk with, and our hands is always exposed. And I think having a clean, pretty nail bed is important because you're writing, you're typing, and people see your hands, you know? So I'm gonna show you how to do a manicure at home, and it's literally gonna cost you no more than $10, and you could probably do 100 of these manicures. First, what you're gonna need is grab one of your kitchen bowl that you don't care too much for. I like to put this to the side now since I use this on a regular base. Grab a bowl that you don't care for, or a Tupperware. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of apple essence salt, just like these, or if you don't have the scented one, you could get the regular one and then just add some essential oil that you like, and it's gonna feel like you're sitting in a spa. I got that brand because they've already done all the work for me, and I love that smell, and I use it for bath time also. So we're gonna put 2 tablespoons into a bowl. You're gonna put your favorite hand soap, a couple pumps in there, and then you're gonna put some warm water, and you're gonna make like a bath, pretty much. So think of like making a bubble bath. Honestly, I've even used bubble bath that my children have. A couple drops of that, some apple essence salt, as if I'm taking a bath with warm water, and we're just gonna put our hands in there and let it sit for a good 5 minutes. Honestly, the longer it is, the better, because it's gonna really loosen up your skin and your cuticles, and it'll make it easier for you to clean it up. So pretty much, like I said, we're gonna put our hands in the bowl, let it relax, have a glass of wine, watch your favorite show, and I'm gonna show you guys the next steps, what you need to do. Time now to get a nail clipper, and we're gonna trim your nails to your liking. Do what's best for you. I like mine a little bit more square. Just like so. Now that I got my nails trimmed and it's at the length that I like, the next step, what I'm gonna do is get some cuticle softener. We're gonna clean out the cuticles, and all you're gonna need is put a little dab, just like that. So I'm just gonna demo it, and I like to massage it all around the finger. Then usually you let it sit for a little bit and let it kind of just soak in. Once you have it soak in for a couple minutes, I'm just gonna take a cuticle pusher. Now this is a plastic version, and the reason why is a lot of people get freaked out when I use the metal one because they feel like it's hurting. It actually doesn't hurt. I prefer that way better, but this is probably easier for you to find at your local store. But give the metal one a try because it actually will get the job done a lot faster, and you could get a really better push. So you're just gonna push it back, and most of the time you'll have like a flat version of this, and this is where I would go in, like right around here, and I'm just gonna push it. Perfect. And you don't have to do hard. Your goal is just to push it back to give your nail bed more length, clean everything up that we just pushed out. So just like that. Now I'm gonna clean off the cuticle. Perfect. So this would be a good time. I wanna see how bad my cuticles are. I'm gonna get a cuticle trimmer. It looks like this. And I'm just gonna go in and trim any excess cuticle that was sticking out. Now some people will say, well, that tool is really scary and it could really hurt you. Just go slow if it's your first time. I'm not gonna lie, I nipped myself a couple times when I just used it in the beginning. If you're worried, go very slow, clip only what you can see, don't go too deep. At the salon, they've done it so often, sometimes they'll go in really deep. But even that, they've actually over trimmed my cuticle before too and nipped me. And it's no big deal if it does. It really doesn't hurt that bad. Just get a cotton ball and clean it up. So once you get it clean out like that, let me wipe it off so you can see a little bit better. I kind of like where the cuticle is, and sometimes I'll bring my cuticle pusher back, and I just want to look one more time. Is there a possibility I could push it back a little bit more? Okay, that looks good. And I can see as I was pushing that there's still a little bit of cuticle hanging. Perfect. Now that you got it the cuticle is pushed back, we've trimmed off all the dead cuticle around the nail bed. The next step is we're gonna get a nail file and we're gonna shape our nails. We trimmed our nails, but we haven't shaped it. So now we're just gonna go in and shape the nail. Again, I like mine more square. Shape it the way you prefer, but a nail file is gonna be your best friend. And then once you got that shaped, and once you get your nail bed to shape to the size that you like and the shape that you prefer, the next step is you're gonna get a buffer. You could get a basic buffer that has a 3-way buffer. You can get a very fancy one. This one was given to me by a friend, but it has like a harder grit and it goes softer and shiny and, you know, step 1, step 2. So I'm just gonna use the rougher side to clean off anything that might be bumpy on my nails and get it more to be smooth. And it's very important to take the very soft side and get the ends of your nails. The reason why is you don't want to scratch your face. You just trimmed it, but you don't know if it's a little sharp or rough. So I like to always go, and I'll just take my fingertip and just feel, and it feels like it's really soft, it's not rough. And I'm just gonna buff the top and make it really smooth. Now once you have it smooth out like this, or to the comfort that you like, I'm just gonna come back and just clean off all that excess so I can see the nail a little bit better. Now this is optional. I prefer to do this. I like to put a little bit of cuticle oil. If you don't have cuticle oil, just get cuticle oil. Looks like this. You could probably get at Sally Beauty Supply or Amazon. If you don't have cuticle oil, just use some of your favorite oil, coconut oil, whatever oil you have that you're comfortable with. I blend mine with a little bit of lemon and grapefruit and a peppermint, so it's really refreshing for summertime. And all I'm gonna do is put it on a cotton ball or a Q-tip. A Q-tip would be a little bit easier. And then all you're gonna do is put it around the cuticle, get that skin to be softened again and glowing. And then whatever's excess is left, I put on my nail bed. See? So I'm just gonna massage that in. Most of the time I let it sit for a minute or 2. And this would be a really good time to just either exfoliate your hand with some sugar scrub if you have some. And if you want a more in-depth video, I could show you how to make it. If you want to just massage your hand so you can feel a little bit more relaxed and ease any type of pain that you might have in your hand, this is a good time to grab some of your favorite oil or lotion and massage your hand. And you want to do that after you exfoliate, I believe would be better. I'm skipping the exfoliating right now because I've already exfoliated my hand about 2 days ago and I feel like it's been pretty good and soft. So I'm just gonna moisturize, give it a little nice massage, and then we're gonna go and wash our hands and I'm gonna show you the next step. So once your nails is all washed and it feels like it's completely clean, the next step is I like to always make sure the nail bed is completely dried out. When I say dry out, if you're gonna paint your nails or put on press-on nails or even wear fake nails or acrylic, the nail bed has to be dehydrated because any type of oil, is the products that you're gonna put on it isn't gonna bond. So for example, if you're gonna put polish on it and there's oil on it, it's gonna slip or it's gonna have air pockets, and I don't like that. So I take the next step. You'll need some alcohol, and if you don't have alcohol, you could also use like some nail polish remover, and all I'm gonna do is clean the nail bed and make sure it's completely dry. So I just rub some alcohol onto a Q-tip, or right onto the nail bed, and just clean it off and make sure there's nothing left on there. I use the dry side to come back and just make sure it's completely dry. And I could tell that now there's no oil, there's nothing on it. It looks like it's dehydrated. Part is optional, you don't have to do it. If I were to be painting my nails a dark purple, red, colors that are gonna really show through if it gets onto your skin or your on the side of your edge of your nail bed, it's not flattering. So if you don't have time to wash your hand and try to like use acetone and remove it, this actually would be a really good step for you. What you could do at this time is get a tool like this that has a brush on one side, and you could actually dip the brush into oil, or what I prefer instead is some old-fashioned Vaseline. And all you're gonna do is grab the Vaseline on the back of your hand like that, and use the brush, and all you're gonna do is grab a little bit of the Vaseline and you put on the edge of your nail bed. Try to avoid the nail bed itself because we just spent all that time removing all the oil off. And you might be asking me, why oil or Vaseline? It comes right back to the theory what I said earlier. If you put anything that's oil or Vaseline, I like Vaseline because it's more thicker than oil and it doesn't spread all over the place. It's because if the polish gets onto the skin, it is literally just like a swip of your hand, it could come right off because it's just sitting on oil. So now that I've have that in, my nail bed is completely dried out. This is where you would come in and paint your nails whatever color you prefer. Now for me, I wear press-on nails all the time. The only time I don't have nails on is when I'm letting my nail bed breathe, and this is one of those days. So now that I have my nail bed all clean, all I'm gonna do is put a top coat on. And I love this one because it dries so fast. If you were to put this on top of any polish you have, it literally, like in a couple minutes, it's completely dry compared to waiting for it to dry. It's just, buy a good top coat. It's worth every penny. See, I'm just painting it on. And if this was a red color and it got on the side of your skin, you literally would just go back with that brush and you could just remove it right off. If you don't have the time to put Vaseline around your nail bed, the other way is just your old-fashioned way. Paint your nails the way you like it, whatever gets on the edge of your skin. Take a tool like this, dip it into acetone, and then you're just gonna dab it, and then you're gonna go in and clean it off. That just takes a couple extra, minutes if you were to be very messy. If you have time, I recommend the Vaseline because it's a lot easier. And then your nails is ready to go, just like so. On my nail is a lot harder because I would have loved to paint something fancy and beautiful, but the honesty is I don't really wear polish anymore because it does not stay on my nail bed that long. I'm just too rough with my hand. I've always wore press-on nails and I love them, and they already come painted and ready to go. So that's the reason why I don't ever paint my nails with any colors. So as you can see, it was really simple to do a manicure at home. Most of the time you have all this stuff at home already. So look in your kitchen, look in your bathroom, because why spend money if you could do it at home? And I find that it's just more relaxing for me to do at home. I could watch a movie, have a glass of wine while I'm doing this, and just relax. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I save you guys some money and give you some tips that you could just do in the comfort of your own home. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.